Retro.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Everything Retro. It's your host, JD, and I'm excited. It's part 2 of the most nostalgic games little series I've created. If you haven't checked out the last video, please make sure you check it out. Unfortunately, the giveaway is over, but it's still a pretty cool list. We are on to the second system, and that is, I'm going down the little Nintendo order, and that is Super Nintendo. So we start with NES, which is up here. Now down to Super Nintendo, which is down here. I don't have a lot. Super Nintendo is one of those systems that, I did grow up with, but it wasn't, I don't know, I didn't have as many nostalgia games. Now, I do have 10, and Super Nintendo, I really only collect, games that really kind of put me back in the day. Unlike Nintendo 64, where I have 300 games now. But Super Nintendo still is an incredible system. I do enjoy it. I still play it all the time. I went region free on it and started grabbing some Famicom games. These are Famicom games because honestly they're a lot cheaper than regular Super Nintendo games for the most part. It's really big, heavy hitters. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about my personal most nostalgic top 10 games that I have for Super Nintendo currently. There's only one that's in a particular order. The rest are not. Well, okay, maybe 2. But the rest aren't. It's just games that I really enjoy playing. And every time I play them, they take me back to whenever I was a kid. Or they take me back to, going over a friend's house and hanging out with them. So without further ado, let's get started with the first one. It is not number 1. We'll talk about that one later. And that is, and most of you guys will probably, hopefully, maybe agree with me, maybe not. And that is Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. I'm getting ahead of myself now. Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. This game is fantastic. I mean, Star Fox is such an iconic series. It really is. I love this game. This is the one that started it. I still to this day, I can't beat it. I don't know. Most of these old games, man, I can't beat. They were hard. They were worth the money back in the day. But it's Star Fox that we're talking about. It was used the FX chip that was in the Super Nintendo, which made it. I remember when it's coming out. I remember looking at the back of the box and the polygons and everything just blowing my mind. It was like, oh my god, this stuff is incredible. Star Fox, amazing game. If you haven't picked it up, amazing game. Next, we will go with Final Fantasy, and that is Final Fantasy 3. In North America and Super Nintendo. This is not officially Final Fantasy 3. It is Final Fantasy 6. I think. It's 6. I'm out of it today. But it is Final Fantasy 3 in the United States. This game is incredible. I am a huge Final Fantasy fan, and probably in every video I make when it comes to nostalgic. If it's for the system, I'm probably having it in my list. I love these games. I remember playing these. Unfortunately, I had this. I would rent this as a kid. I never owned it, and then when I got older, I ended up picking up, and it just kind of fell in a special place in my heart. So phenomenal game, fantastic game. Now this next game I did have. My friend had it first, and oh my god! Now this generation, the N64 era, Super Nintendo era. Rare was pushing out just incredible games. Absolutely incredible games. And one of them that kind of almost started it off, Nami is super emotional right now, is Donkey Kong Country. This game, I remember going into Toys R Us, and God, I miss Toys R Us. Walking into Toys R Us as a youngish teenager, and seeing this, and the graphics on this blew my mind. And then my buddy had it. He let me borrow it. I played it, and I ended up getting it. And then ever since, I've had almost every game for Donkey Kong. But this is the one, man. This is the one that started it all. And what an incredible game! It's fun to play. I don't know. If you haven't played it, guys, you gotta play it. It's great. Even if you need to emulate it, and the cat's mad. See, she even said you gotta play it. Next is one of my favorite franchises. I don't think it gets enough credit. Maybe I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But it's, for me. I love it on the Sega. I love it on the Super Nintendo. I am looking for it on the Sega. So anybody knows, let me know. And that is Earthworm Jim. This series, yeah, yay, right in the middle of that. This series in this game is fantastic. I love these games. You know, these even the graphics on this are incredible. You know, this copy is super minty fresh. That's why I have a little protector. I do have 1 and 2 for the Super Nintendo. I am looking for it for the Sega Genesis, but man, this game is fun. This game, I remember coming out as one of the, like, my uncle had this game actually, and like I remember I was like, yo, what the hell is Earthworm Jim? And he popped it in, and I ended up playing it. Oh my god, I fell in love with it, and I still love it. I'm looking for the figures too. They actually made Earthworm Jim figures, and I can't find them. I mean, they're old. What do you expect? But I can't find them. I check every retro store. I can't find them. But Earthworm Jim, fantastic game. Great kind of series. There's only 2 games, which sucks. But I wish they'd reboot this series. It was such a great series. Next, we get into one of my loves. You know, when it came to Star Wars and Super Nintendo, you know, there was the games were okay. I'll give it that. But for me, my favorite Star Wars game on Super Nintendo, is got to be Super Empire Strikes Back. This game is fantastic. You know, Empire Strikes Back, favorite Star Wars movie of all time. I love them to death. I love Star Wars to death, obviously, because I have it tattooed all over me. But Super Empire Strikes Back is probably one of my favorite Star Wars games from this gen. Like, this is pre-disc generation. This is probably one of my favorite from them, from that generation. And it really, man, I like it. I love it. Playing it, that sound, the music, man, you can't go wrong. Let's see here. Next on the list, let's see. We'll get into the last loose cartridge that I have that's on the list. And again, this is really in no particular order except for the last 2 that I'm going to show you. But this game, I think this is probably in everybody's top 10 list. I remember messing my friends up in this game back in the day, as well as like my uncle and stuff like that. And that is Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart. I think I need to get new light. Super Mario Kart. This game is fantastic. My condition is really good. It's the player's choice, but it's in great shape. This game is so much fun. I mean, if you haven't played Mario Kart, you got to, guys. Get on it. Like, fantastic game. One of the tops on the system, probably, to be honest with you. One of the top games on the entire system. So, super cool. All right, let's get into the box games that are on the list. And the first one that is on it, it's kind of a heavy hitter. Like, I know it's probably one of the most valuable games I own. It's up there. It is complete, and that is Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo. This, to me, was everything I wanted in an RPG. You know, I'm a huge Mario fan. I love Mario. When this came out, I was like, you know, looking at the box, I was like, yo, that's pretty cool, but like, I don't know, you know. And then I ended up picking it up. This is not my kid copy, man. I wish I still had that stuff, but I ended up picking it up. And I remember sitting down and playing it and putting it in, and just playing it forever, like just constant, nonstop playing it. This game is fantastic. Like I said, this is a complete in box. Yeah, I can't even think right now. Complete in box thing. So I'm pretty excited. Next, we're gonna get into. We got 2 left after this one. The next one is also complete in box. Man, I don't know. I can't say too much about it because it's amazing. And that is Zelda. Zelda: A Link to the Past. This game is incredible. When people talk about Zelda, it's usually this one. That's probably the most nostalgic for them. You know, I love the original Nintendo NES Zeldas, and those for me, you know, was first Zelda. It was, oh my god, this is amazing. But this game, oh my goodness, this game is amazing. This game took everything I love and put it in to just one game. I mean, this, man, it's heavy too because it has all the inserts and everything in it. Incredible game, amazing game, brings back a ton of amazing memories. All right, so these last 2 games, to me, are my top 1 and 2. They're the most nostalgic. They're probably the 2 games that I play the most still to this day on Super Nintendo. Let's start with the first one. Now, the first one, I bust out anytime my friends are over. I'm like, yo, it's time. And until the 1-Up Arcade comes of it, we're going to continue playing it. And that is Killer Instinct for the Super Nintendo. I love Killer Instinct. The only thing that this is missing is the CD. I am on the hunt for the CD, and I cannot find it anywhere. I had it as a kid, and I used to rock that hard. And yes, in my Camaro, yes, I used to have a Camaro. And a mullet back in the day. Crazy, right? But this game, man, I remember playing this in the arcade. I remember playing, like, coming home and just rocking Killer Instinct. My boy was full gore on the cover and Spinal. I will wreck fools with Spinal. The new one, fantastic for Xbox. But forever it'll be the original Killer Instinct. I am absolutely going to get this for the 1-Up Arcade. I can't wait. I don't care what the price is of buying it. I mean, this is, for me, I love Mortal Kombat, but Killer Instinct is, man, it's right there. It's right there next to Mortal Kombat for me. So, my second most nostalgic and probably favorite game, Killer Instinct. And last but absolutely not least, all-time favorite Super Nintendo game. It was in my most expensive list that I did a while back ago. I love RPGs, and to me personally, I mean, I play a ton of them. Most of the games I own are RPGs, to be honest with you. But nothing will ever beat, in my opinion, again, this is my opinion, ever beat Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is incredible. This game, I still haven't seen all the endings because there's tons of them. But this game, the story, the sprites, I mean, guys, it's incredible. If you are an RPG fan and have not tried Chrono Trigger, please, I am begging you to try it. It is absolutely amazing. I own it complete for the SNES, and I own the complete Super Famicom. That's how much I love this game. The guy that made, and if you look, like, it's kind of DBZ-ish. That is correct. That's because the guy that actually created Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball made this. So, for me, most nostalgic. Love this game. Still play this game all the time. Yeah, I can't say any more about it. It's incredible. It's incredible. Let me know, guys, down below in the comments what you thought of my list. Again, I mean, I really like doing this kind of stuff. This little, like, top 10 most nostalgic stuff. Let me know what would be your, like, say top 5, or what would be the most nostalgic game for Super Nintendo that you play, and when you play it, it just brings back memories, or that one game, or 2 games, or 5 games, whatever you want to do. It's all good. That bring back the most memories. Let me know down below. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all watching, as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. And hey, until next time, until the next top 10, stay retro. See you guys.